Rob and Slim Show, we are back with Drew Ashworth.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Drew, good. How you doing? You're a musician from Georgia, correct?
Yeah. I'm from the Metro Atlanta area. Atlanta is a pretty big metro area, encompassing about 4 or 5 counties, and I live in one of the western counties. Yeah.
Nice, nice. How? I saw on your website you started studying music at age 13, correct?
Well, I got my first proper guitar when I was 13, but man, the music started, almost from birth. For me, you know.
Wow.
I went to a public high school, but it was one that was um, uh, pretty heavily, you know, performing arts, you know, based or whatever. And we had a really good band director, and I was always in the church choir and the bell choir, and um, my favorite toys were always the musical instruments. So I've just been kind of doing this thing my whole life.
Wow, wow. I was gonna ask how it started out, but yeah, it was just in you from the beginning. That's amazing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I sung my first solo when I was like 5 years old at the church choir. Silent Night for Christmas Eve service. If you believe that.
Wow. That's what I was gonna ask when your first performance was. So 5 years old.
Yeah,
When did
a
you
couple years
first
ago.
Yeah. When did you first I don't know, at a young age, can you play a bar? Like what kind of gigs do you get?
Shit, man. Nowadays, I'll play your kid's bar mitzvah. I'll play wherever I can because you know the corona got everybody pretty much wiped out.
I was gonna ask down
You
there.
know,
I saw one of my buddies. One of my buddies moved to New Orleans recently, and he posted a video just this past weekend. It's called like a porch concert, just some guys playing on their porch, and people like I guess kind of like in the front yard, just listening to them perform. How is it down in
dude,
Georgia?
well, it's a double edged sword in Georgia. Without getting too far into politics, but we can still do the menu venues, what I call the menu venues. So I'm pretty lucky, and so I get to go out and play these places, and I still have been able to find some work.
Cool.
But there in March, man, it was like holy moly, like I woke up one day and like a whole month, just wiped off the calendar, and then like over the course of the next couple of days, it's just like boom, boom, okay, this whole next month, okay, now your whole summer, you know, and
Yeah.
that's like I was looking forward to a banner year. I was about to put out this record, but
I feel like
we,
too,
we,
like in the
we,
summer,
we're moving
that's
right along.
yeah.
We can't be derailed by negativity and those type of things. We still keeping on trucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like the summer would be like the main time to perform too.
Yeah, well, everybody down here in the South is a wuss about the cold, and so like about in October, including me. I mean, I make fun of these people that I live around here with, but I'm one of them too. After about the first week of October, man, we are inside. It's an inside thing, and then that corresponds with the beginning of college football, which down here is like a religion,
Yes, I've heard
like
that.
a legit religion. Like weddings are planned around it. Like nothing happens on Saturday afternoon in the South.
Yes,
You
I've
know,
heard that. I've heard that.
yeah,
An author years ago we
yeah.
talked to from down there said that. Like he said, yeah, no, that's a religion down there.
I've seen newscasts too of like Georgia getting like a little bit of snow and everybody just abandoning
Wow.
cars in the middle of the street.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I couldn't hear you like that little bit right there. I'm gonna try to adjust something.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
no
yeah.
problem. Yeah, no, it's just happened in Texas too. Like yeah, a little bit of snow. It's just everything shuts down.
Yeah. Everything shuts down and no, it all moves inside, and so everything in the spring and summer, that's where we're gonna do any kind of outdoor thing at a brewery or like an outdoor like. You think about spring and summertime, you're gonna miss out on um, spring break, like that. You're gonna miss out on 4th of July. You're gonna miss out on any kind of summertime, Memorial Day, Labor
Yeah.
Day. Miss out on anything going on for people's vacations. I mean, people that don't. I mean, you guys are up in New Jersey, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
guys get a fair amount of tourism at the shore. Well,
Yes.
well, shit, down in Florida, dude. I don't know if you ever been down to Florida, but there's parts of Florida that are just, man. Like their whole economy is tourism. Like
Yes.
so if people ain't coming to those hotels, life sucks.
Yes. Yeah. Oh man. How long, Drew, have you had the Drew Ashworth Band? How long has that been a thing?
Uh, Drew Ashworth Band. I don't know. We started doing that in like 2000. I don't know, 4 or 5 maybe.
Okay.
And it started off as just sort of like a side project for me because I was in another group that had some traction.
Okay.
But it was led by another guy. I was just sort of like a hired guy. And then eventually I got let go from that group, and this became like sort of the outlet. So I started getting serious about doing solo stuff. I got with a great booking agent, and then I started doing solo gigs, and then I started focusing on my writing, and decided I wanted to start recording. And then lo and behold, I met up with all these cool musicians, and a couple of them are playing with me regularly now, and they're gracious enough to play under my name. So,
Cool. That's what I was wondering. Is that hard to get? Like, yeah, you have a band with your name. I feel like that's one of the top things you could do as a musician.
well, okay, uh, yeah, man, y'all don't give a shit about anything. I'm gonna go ahead and tell it like it is. I've been doing this damn thing since I was a teenager,
Yes.
and every time I hitch my horse to somebody else's wagon, I always get let down somehow. And so over the course of years of being in all these original bands, the cover bands, this, that, and the other, shit not working out. These guys, all these things are beyond my control that are happening that are starting to affect my paycheck and my bottom line as a pro. These other, I just got to the point where it's like, hey man, this is what it is. If I'm going to continue doing stuff with the band and continue like trying to put out my music and stuff like that, then I'm just going to do it like this. And the way I run my band is a little bit different than some people do.
Cool.
I kind of run it like a football team. So I have a first and a second and a third string, and my first string guys are my number one guys, and those guys or I I call them my bottom bitches, but that might be offensive. Those guys are on the record, and those guys are my number ones all the time. They get the first phone call. If they can't make it, then I go to the second round, and if they can't make it, I go to the third round. And that's why it's the Drew Ashworth Band, because I'm the only thing that's probably gonna stay the same.
Yes.
You know?
That's awesome though that you have that many people that you've connected with that will come to bat for you. That's awesome.
Well, it's all about your reputation, and in this industry, it really is all about your reputation. And me and my wife, Angela, we really strive to kind of do what we say and say what we're going to do.
Dude, she's got it down. She had contacted me first. Angela set this whole interview up, and I was gonna say you have an amazing partner in her.
Oh, she's the brains of this operation, man. No doubt about it. I just hold a guitar.
That's great. Oh, how did you guys meet?
Oh man. Oh, okay. We met some years ago, and I was working as I was just kind of doing music as a hobby at this point because I was trying to earn a living for myself and pay child support like a lot of people are.
Yeah.
And so I taken a job that was like 50, 60 hours a week. I was in this motherfucker constantly. I was running a restaurant, a menu venue. They had a restaurant that had a stage, and they tried to be a little nightclub on Friday and Saturday nights, but they weren't really a club. They had, in Georgia, here anyway, and in most parts of this state, I'm sure, you have to have a kitchen in order to sell alcohol at your restaurant. So you can't just have a bar.
Okay.
In Georgia, they don't exist. You have to have a kitchen in order to sell the alcohol. They won't give you the license. So a lot of these places that are restaurants, they end up being bars on Friday and Saturday night. Once mom and pop go home with the kids, they tuck them in the bed, they crack open the margarita machine, we getting lit up. Okay. So in one of these places, I was running one of these joints, and Angela was a talent buyer, and we got to talking on the phone that way. So we became friends first, and that friendship blossomed into a romance, and now we're married.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Yeah, because dude, I feel like you guys are the perfect combination.
Man, I tell you right now, man, I wouldn't be here without her doing what I'm doing.
That's awesome.
On any kind of level.
That's awesome.
And I'd be playing for tacos, playing country songs,
Yeah. I do have a song to play. I'm grabbing it right now, Drew. It is Red Shoes.
Oh, I see the background.
Yeah, right there. Red Shoes. I'm just trying to find my oh goddamn. This is my faux pas. I'm just trying to find the player that has the song.
That's all right. As you look for that, I do want to say something. It's interesting that you said in Georgia that in order to sell alcohol, you have to have a kitchen, because I guess it's like in Jersey, you cannot sell alcohol unless you're a restaurant. So I guess it's the same, and so that it really hurts breweries. Where the breweries here, they have to do this whole like tour thing because they're allowed to. So you walk into breweries in New Jersey and they have a little map and they're like, just sign this that you took the tour, and that's because the restaurants are jealous that they had to pay all this money for a liquor license, and you have to and you're giving alcohol out.
You're not going to deny a true hustler.
Yeah.
Somebody going to find a way around it.
Yeah.
You're not going to deny a true hustler. We're going to make money, okay?
Damn right. I have the song, though, Red Shoes, Drew, to play right now.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Y'all check it out in all the places that you stream music, and then also at drewashworth.com.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll play right now, and Slim's going to mute our mics while we take a listen. Dude, that song
I love
is
that.
so good,
Yeah.
Drew. Even when I pre-listened the other night, I was just like smiling and just jamming out in my room.
Really cool.
Like it is such. It seems like a huge production with the background
Yeah.
singers, with the sax, the piano, and just the guitar, everything, and it just comes together so perfectly.
I love the jazz influence and everything. It's so good. Really
I'm
good.
very, very, very fortunate to know and be friends with a lot of very, very talented people because of the work that I do with my wife as a talent buyers and booking agent. So I know, like, man, there are some really, really, really fine musicians in Atlanta, as I'm sure there are in your area too. I encourage everybody who might be listening to this, go support your local music scene. Go out there to the bars and find it, man. Pay $5 cover. You might be surprised at what you find.
Dude.
There's some really good cats around the corner playing tonight somewhere.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the local scene around us is just cover bands.
I was going to ask about that too down there, Drew, where like a lot of bands up here at a bar is just going to be cover bands for the most part. Like that's all people want to hear, I guess, for the most part. But I feel like still as a cover band, you could throw in one or two originals, at least if you are that kind of a band.
There's different ways of going about it, man. There's, Grandma used to say there's, at least 5 or 6 ways to skin the cat. But, there's some people that will tell you that you shouldn't go play bars if you're an original act because you're trying to do something else. You're trying to play original music. You should try to stick with ticketed venues and go to pay-for-play and go up that way. And that's certainly a way to go about getting there. It's slow and it's painful. And they call it paying your dues for that reason. What I have done, and I've been involved in music my whole life, and so I've been looking at this since I was a little boy, watching my stepdad's bands and growing up in the scene and watching what was going on and hanging out in music shops, seeing what was going on. I always had my ear to the ground, figuring out what was what.
Yeah.
And so the way I did it was I would do cover songs, but I would sprinkle in my originals, and I called it the sandwich. Okay, so like I'm gonna make you a sandwich, and I'm gonna on either side of the sandwich is gonna be the platinum hit that I know that you like.
Yes.
I know you like it because every time I play the song, people love it. Okay,
Yeah.
I give it to you. That's number one, and then I'm gonna sandwich 1, maybe 2 of my original songs in there too, and I'm gonna hit you again with another multi-platinum hit that you love. That's sort of in the same vein. So if you're a fan of those bands, then you're probably going to like those songs that I wrote.
Yes, that's an
I mean?
awesome.
And I call that
way
the
to go
sandwich.
about it.
And I every like I've got up, I'm not a rock star, man, but I haven't paid for one like. I haven't paid Facebook a dime. Everybody that likes my page, it's because they went to a show and they said, "Hey,"
Yeah. Love that. That's awesome. I want to bring up, Drew, you mentioned your company, Crest Pointe Entertainment, Pointe, and you guys represent a lot of talent down there, correct?
I wouldn't say that like we're still kind of like a home-based business. You know what I mean? I don't want to go and paint this big picture that I'm riding around in my yacht with Tom Brady or something.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
Yeah.
It's a home-based business. I work with local talent, undiscovered talent, and the majority of the talent that I work with is indie. There's a couple of acts that I got that are signed. A couple of acts that were from the state of Georgia that were American Idol acts and the voice acts. We work with some of those guys after they get off from their TV show commitment.
Cool.
And we basically book small to medium-sized venues and small to medium-sized events. So we can do a parking lot party for your business or a restaurant. We can put together a small festival where we work with 1 or 2 sort of indie, real hippie type of thing.
Mm.
Where, we go out and camp in the field and do a bunch of mushrooms for like 4 days and listening to cool music, which is always fun.
That's still
If
fucking
you're
awesome.
into that kind of thing, of course, with those things, it don't matter what you're into, you're bound to run into it. You know?
Drew, I want to test my my beer knowledge real quick. I see you're drinking a beer. You held it up during that song. Based on the color of that beer, I'm thinking IPA.
Yeah. There's a brewery here that I really highly recommend. There's several breweries that I play at, and they all have fantastic beer. But here in Georgia, the number one IPA is probably Sweetwater 420.
I've been to Sweetwater. Yes, I do love them.
That's awesome.
I'm going to be in Georgia next week. I'll have to revisit Sweetwater. But I used to have a Sweetwater glass that I got there, too, because my father lives in Georgia. And I had went to their brewery, and I got a glass from them, but I think I broke it a long time ago. But that's awesome, man. I'm drinking Sierra Nevada's new, what is this? Their Nectarine Ale is what I'm drinking right now.
Nice. My brother lives out in Denver, and we all a bunch of gypsies. We scattered all over the place.
Cool.
But no, he's got a nice little thing going for him up in Denver area, and he brews his own beer. He's not like a brewery. He just brews it at his house.
Oh, okay.
He's always trying to get me to try all this kind of crazy stuff.
That's awesome. Awesome. Drew, thank you so much for talking to us, man. It's been a blast, and you are just having connected with you. That song, Red Shoes, is amazing. I'm so glad I got the opportunity to enjoy that and to connect with you on this.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it too. If you guys want another one, I got another one queued up. You guys wanted to hear it, but I don't want to take too much time.
Damn it. We're running close on time. Drew, first get your plugs out. Where can everybody find you?
Yeah, that's cool, man. The song is going to drop. It's called Agents of Change, which is the title track for the new EP. It drops on March 26th worldwide on distribution. If you want to go ahead and get a copy of it, we have some physical copies already made in anticipation for the release. You can find all that information at DrewAshworth.com. DrewAshworth.com. The band is the Drew Ashworth Band. You can find me on Spotify, Pandora, anywhere you find your streaming music. And DrewAshworth.com. My social media tags are Drew Ashworth Music.
Awesome. And if you want to hang on, we'll go to break, and you could play that song and
Sure,
play us out on that.
Yeah, I can roll sound right now, man. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, here she goes. This is Agents of Change, never before heard outside of my studios. Here you go.
Awesome.
Who can be the one to be so Get up.